Hello everyone, my name is Zenitsu and I'm back with another raw and unfiltered video. This time I'm going to be going over my thoughts on what I think of Buddy Again Volume 3 Beyond the Ages. The set was supposed to be released in May, but unfortunately due to the coronavirus it has been delayed to God knows when. But what the set is doing is very, very interesting, and I think it has a lot of powerful things going on and definitely updates a lot of decks you really wouldn't expect getting updated. So the big thing is it's creating 4 new playstyles for Jackknife, for Thunder Empire, for Athora, and for Abigail. So those are all getting new playstyles, which will spawn new decks, which I'm a fan of new decks. And then it's doing a bunch of legacy support for some older and not so played decks, but they're still good cards. So just a quick breakdown. Jackknife is getting the Zodiac treatment, where he can now go into either Star Dragon World or Hero World, and I think that it's a very interesting direction for Jack, but unfortunately I don't necessarily see this version currently being stronger than the Star Dragon World Toolbox style deck that they already have. And unfortunately, that deck isn't necessarily getting a whole lot of new cards, because a lot of the new Jackknife stuff is trying to be a little bit more self-contained on being focused on being a part of either world and having a card to unite the worlds, so that way you could get a multitude of different effects. So his support is very, very interesting, and definitely interested in seeing where it goes. I do think the hero side of his support is a little bit more stronger than his Star Dragon World side. That might be on purpose, it might be on accident, I don't necessarily know, but it's definitely something interesting to think about. Next we have the new Abigail, and his new attribute is Black Funeral, so you're going to have a lot of Black Funeral synergy on top of Black Dragon synergy, and basically this is just going to be the new Death Count Requiem deck. Like, the new impact is just easier, faster, and more efficient than Death Count Requiem, where it requires little to no setup. It's a very powerful card, on top of which it can really lock the opponent out of the game if built correctly. So between the 3 new Symphony cards that they got, they are just getting a good set of cards to just lock the opponent out and kind of auto-win the game in a not-so-auto-win fashion. But built correctly with some other support cards from older Black Dragon cards, it could definitely be a very powerful deck, and is probably actually going to be the most powerful deck of the set by far. Next we have the new Thunder Empires. So this is just going to be one of those cases, same thing with Jack, where the few good cards that can go into the current Thunder Empire deck is probably what this is going to be, but the new Thunder Empire just cares about the new name that they're giving them, which is Thunder Flares. So that's the only real big difference, is this is just supporting Thunder Flares on top of Thunder Empire, but the few cards that are getting Thunder Empire, like, that are good for both, are probably the ones that are going to shine more, because there's just not enough Thunder Flare cards for any of the new stuff to matter. And then we have the new Athora. So the new Athora is a more offensive-based card using the PS Cursors attribute, and Athora is generally a defensive deck, so it's a really hard shift in tone. Athora does have some offensive tools in his old variant, but his new variant, again, it's just a big shift, so it's more of a self-contained deck than some of the others, but it's definitely not the direction Athora generally wants to go in. And then, as far as the legacy support, I'll keep beating this drum over and over again because I think it's just so true. I like the legacy support. I think it's very, very good, and I generally like it, but the cards just become useless if nobody can build the decks, because Bushiroad just isn't actually supporting the older cards by reprinting them or making them accessible in other forms. So all of the new legacy support, while they're very good for the people who have the stuff or the people who are lucky enough to get it before everyone else so they actually can build it, it's very disheartening for anyone trying to build the deck and actually can't. So the decks that people are going to want to try to build are going to be Wild Dragons, Black Dragon Spectral Strike, Dragon Knights, and Cosmo Dragoons. So get those cards while you can, because once they're gone, good luck finding them and good luck trying to build the deck. So that's just kind of my overall thoughts on Buddy Again Volume 3. I think the new playstyles are very interesting, some more than others. And again, the legacy support, while I'm always happy that they're doing legacy support, I just really wish they would do legacy support more proper by making the older cards to actually make the deck function more available. But, I guess Bushi just loves leaving money on the table. So that's kind of it. So feel free to tell me your thoughts on the set in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Buddy Fight content, and I will see you in the next video.